Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode, just before we finished it, it was a case of all of these prisoners in and around the centre of this cell block fighting for whatever reason. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason for it, and a lot of prisoners have a lot less blood than they did previously. I'm guessing it was just due to some other prisoners being instigators, so, you know. It happens. This is, after all, a high-risk facility with a lot of high-risk prisoners, etc. We did get some more prisoners as well last episode with the completion of this extra row, and because of that, there are some traits that are unknown on some of these prisoners, so if it kicks off, then we know that there could be, yep, there's a death, and let's see what it was. It's right in the centre here, and I'm looking around. I'm not seeing any particular trait, but whoa! Okay, it is a massive brawl. It is a massive brawl. Right, free fire's going on, and we're getting some more armed guards. Get over there as fast as you can. This is pretty much the entire prison kicking off. Doesn't seem like it, but we've got a lot of tasers going off. And the armed guards are now not going to pull any punches here. Wow. Can't turn free fire off, will it help? No, they are actually still firing because the armed guards are under assault. Oh my good grief. I have no idea why it's kicked off to that extent. 20 prisoners. Now that is a brawl. 21 prisoners. Couldn't have been a gang fight. Oh! Right. Dylan, the great water bender. Look, Hartford? Yeah, Hartford. It's on the end. Prison number 471558. Shot friend over Minecraft bending server dispute. Friend stated that the Great Waterbender was inferior and that the water chief okay, that's just... yeah. Nonsense. Nonsense it is. Nonsense, I tell thee. Sentenced to 9 years for torture. But a legendary prisoner. Okay. Well. Yeah. Green gang member. No. Hang on. Were they green? No. Just because I clicked on it. It's highlight green if it's like that. Yeah. Okay. That's why I was getting confused. When you click on it, it's green. However, the sim is you get the same colour for gang members. But it's also filled in as well, which is hard to see until you zoom in. Anyway. I digress. So, legendary prisoner, extremely strong, extremely tough, extremely volatile, stoical, fearless, and extremely quick. Yeah. Safely say that kicked off. That's a thing. Now, why did they kick off is the question. Let's speed up to max speed. Danger level is flying up, and that's because of... apparently people being unnecessarily searched. 39 prisoners are shackled in their cells or in solitary. Yeah, the entire prison is practically on lockdown. Is practically in solitary. In fact, I think most of them are. I'm having a look around. I'm looking for... I can see there's obviously a lot of dead members and such. Dead gang members, dead... prisoners. In fact, we're probably going to get the failure state pop up soon. Like, as in, don't have any more prisoners die. We do have a lot of characters here that are... prisoners, I guess they're characters, that are up for being recruited as a confidential informant. I am more than happy to recruit these people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to hire some more dog handlers, as well as 2 more armed guards. And 2 more dog handlers actually as well. Just to really try and stop some of this here. We have got more intakes, so we can see that we have... oh, another legendary prisoner. So, we have some traits on some of these prisoners. Some new gang members. Green seems to be pulling away. However, Legendary. Simon Wildley, I believe. Yes. Prisoner number 534033. 17 years sentence for attempted murder. And they are going to be escorted to a standard cell. Now, this one here, this was just a trait that was unknown. Well, at least I assume so. I didn't see it. So it is possible that I did just miss it, but it's more it's unlikely. With it being, quite frankly, just such a big block of text, you would have seen that. A lot of these are willing to be recruited as an informant. I'm going to recruit every single one simply because it gets them through here. We've got a lot more people waiting to come through here. So what we'll have to do is see what happens with our other member, or other legendary prisoner. We could potentially put them in protective custody. Would there be any reason for it? Well, they're extremely tough, strong and volatile, and putting them in there would mean that they are always in the presence of at least one guard, but ex-law enforcement, they would be targeted straight away. So I'm not going to do that. So they'll just be escorted in and around here. So once again, we'll have a legendary prisoner. So, danger level is maxed out. There's nothing much we can do about it. Strangely, I thought I was going to actually get some stuff done in the workshop here, but I'm guessing there's no one bothered about it. Let's have a quick look at programs there. Special guidance on the queue. Oh no, work safety induction. Looks like one person is there. Only 2 people are interested now, so it's gone down slightly. Danger level is flying down. We are serving only a single low quantity, low variety meal for 2 days, so we're still working on that. That's going to be a bit of a problem with a lot of these needs, although if we have a quick check at said needs, yes, there's a massive hygiene, exercise, family and recreation need. The hygiene need will slowly sort of fix itself once we've unclogged the drains from a lot of these prisoners' limbs that have been ripped off. The exercise need, again, that'll be fulfilled by prisoners who were just in and around the yard on their own accord. Family needs can be done via the phone booths, although I might put some phone booths in the common room simply because then they are more likely to use them when they're in here. It seems that they tend to use the phone booths in a common room more often than going into the canteen. They will use the ones in the canteen if they're in the canteen, but other than that, they tend to prefer the ones in the common room, and we'll find out if that is an absolute falsehood or not after placing these phone booths in here. We will go over to our utilities connections here, and for the phone tap, we will connect up all of these. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's currently lock up, which is a shame. We can see there's some potential CIs. Gang member there. And there we are. So we've got 10 in solitary confinement, probably a little bit less now that we've done that, and those will be escorted back to their cells. That's enough for us to... I'm tempted to place that there, have this gap and then have stuff going down the side. Let's see if this one works. Yes, I digress, as I was saying. So we've got people coming through this because of this incident report. So some in lockdown, some dead bodies, solitary confinement, etc. So just working on all of that. The morgue isn't seeing much use. However, the hearses are, not to be disrespectful, definitely got an advanced amount of fuel usage the last couple of days. Deployment is currently fine. Work/free time, people are now using the showers, so that should be them needs being fulfilled, and it looks like people are coming in here to go on the phone booth. And yes, I think what I was talking absolute rubbish when I said they prefer to use them in the common room, because they are now happily using them in the phone booths in the canteen. Oh well, at least they're down here as well if they want to do that. We haven't got any area for the alcoholics group therapy. That's what we were going to have in and around here. I wonder if there's anything else we can put in this room. If we open that up, we can see we've got pool tables. It does say benches, actually, which is strange. I've never thought about like putting benches in here. Doesn't seem to be any great point in doing it. Are they actually playing pool together? Cool. Actually, it's probably a drug deal. There and there, maybe. No, we could put some benches around here. Be a bit different, wouldn't it? Like that, and some tables in, and then just a couple of chairs in there. Why not? That should probably do for the common room. Right, so we are now halfway through serving the single low quantity, low variety meal for 2 days. Danger level is on the deck, but to be fair, there's some critical food needs there, and we've already passed, I believe. Yeah, we've already passed eat. So, there's a couple of things we can do. We can ignore this and go straight on to the next one, because you can flip it. You can say, right, we're going to serve here and then serve there, and move it. It is possible, and you can do half on one day, half on the other. You don't have to complete it in one go. I'm going to try to complete it in one go. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but we'll do our best. We're not going to do any shakedown because of that, because I think that would be not the right thing to do, shall we say. Anyway, looks like that toilet is damaged, so we'll have to sort that out. The worker is coming along to fix that, so that is fine. I was going to say, is that our legendary prisoner? And you can just tell just by looking at the size of it. Just absolute unit. Just going along to have a bit of a shower. There we go. In the dark, I might add. It would be nice to actually put some lights in here. Although I wonder if they will arc and spark. I don't think they will. Put some lights in there. Hang on, that's not in the right place. There we go. See if this actually lights the area up. It might look quite nice. Same as in the yard. It's a bit dark in the yard at night. It's typically what happens at night. It gets a bit dark. But anyway, we'll put some lights in. See if they look any better. It should do. It just depends on whether or not they're powered up. Oh yeah, that looks much better. That's pretty good. Okay, that's fine. I know some of these cells haven't actually got lights. I should probably spend some time putting that in there. And yesterday was a pretty dark chapter in the history of this prison, for too many people lost their lives here. Make sure nobody else dies today. You will face prosecution for criminal negligence. If I have 5 deaths, I lose the game. So, I'm going to go over to regime. Eat there, and then eat there. Work/free time to there. Programs, reschedule all programs. And policy, high quantity, high variety. And we'll start working on this one. 23 hours and 15 minutes. And we have legendary prisoners. This might be our last night here on this island. Well, that is technically not true. This might be the last night on this island as someone in charge of the place rather than incarcerated in it. Because I'm expecting it to kick off in the morning. We've got instigators, we've got strong members, we've got all different types of fighters. We've got loads of instigators, actually. Extremely deadly, tough, strong, extremely volatile, quick. And obviously we have a legendary prisoner. I expect them to funnel down here, go into there, it kick off again, and that's it. Yeah. If I turned free fire off, it wouldn't have been as bloody from our end, as in we wouldn't have been the ones stopping a lot of these prisoners. But at the same time, they were just beating the hell out of one another. So, and one of them was already engaged anyway. And the armed guards, even if it's free fires off, they tend to stop. They tend to not fire straight away. They tend to go, well, hang on, no, we're not going to bother until they feel either threatened or that it is of it's something that they have to do. The only thing that we could do really is, I think, if we go over to... Nah, I don't even know if this will work. I was going to say armed patrols and set an armed patrol here. An armed patrol would mean that there's suppression effect going on. And they might not kick off. I do stress might not. Put another person on there. Yeah, because we do have enough people in and around there. So, we'll see. Let me just double check. No, we don't have enough people. That should be fine. Right. 6 o'clock. Let's see if this is the end of our game. So the prisoners are coming through. They are going in. Danger levels going up. There are some complaints. Oh, they're complaining about bladder. Never actually thought about putting some toilets in. And there's the fight. Yep, it's game over. That is a huge brawl where everybody's fighting. I am not going to put it on free fire. Unless we can just knock half of these prisoners out, I don't know what we can do. It doesn't seem like they're going for any one particular prisoner. They weren't last time either. They just seem to be brawling. Okay. So far, there's been a lot of people subdued. Tasers have been utilised immensely. And tasers in the shower doesn't sound like a good idea. But I mean, it might create an area effect. Right. Lucky. It did stop. It did stop. That's good. Right. Apparently there's a tunnel over there. Oh! Double detection? That could be real. That could be real over there. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, we're just going to max speed it out. We are losing some money, which is a shame, but that's because of the high quantity, high variety stuff that we've got going. We did manage to knock this on the head, which is fine. In terms of intake, I don't think we got any. No intake to have. No intake today. A lot of them free time, they're going to be escorted back to their cells, and that's a problem because it just means that they're not going to get the food. Nothing much we can do about that. You can see that there is a lot of gang members in here. Is it gang brawl? It could be gang brawls. But it just seems to be like everybody's fighting. A lot of these are knocked. Yeah, so a lot of these are unconscious or hurt, and yeah, not much we can do there. You notice that none of these are wanting to become a confidential informant. There was some discussion about putting some toilets in here. I don't have any problem with that. Yeah, there's definitely a tunnel there. That is definitely a tunnel. Search. Search. There it is. Hang on. So those are connecting up, and this one, it's actually this one that's the tunnel that will go down along, maybe? Yeah. The first tunnels. Okay. I mean, they're the ones that really the only ones that have a chance, and it is a very small chance because they have to go either through this building, which just takes time, and then dig all the way along and all the way down and come out, well, either on this bit here, so probably there, or come down to there, or most likely is they'll come probably along up and around this building because that's more efficient, come out there and then just try to blitz attempt out, which they're not going to get there because of the amount of guards. So yeah. Okay, so we still have the sword of Damocles hanging above our head, essentially, with this criminal negligence stuff. We are hopefully not going to... Well, it doesn't look like so far that it's going to affect us, but I mean, anything can happen during the day. Danger level is slowly going up. I'm going to guesstimate food. Yep, hygiene, exercise, family, recreation, all that sort of thing. What I'm going to do, and I don't know whether it's a good thing or not, is we are going to put some toilets in here. You notice a lot of the prisoners seem to have a critical toilet need, and I don't know why, because they're, I guess, in the morning. Actually, hygiene, yeah. You know what then? Instead of just shower straight afterwards, let's change it to free time, then shower, then eat. Do it the other way around. So they have free time, in order to take care of any needs that they really need to take care of. So if they want to go for a shower as soon as they've woken up, they can do that. They can happily just fall out and do that one thing. After that, or if they need the toilet, they'll go straight to the toilet instead of sleeping and then being woken up and that's it. So it could be that. It could be that. Having toilets in here is not necessarily a bad thing anywhere. Although to be fair, it's an outside toilet, so maybe it is. You know what? I am going to dismantle that. I don't think it's necessary, and I don't think they'll be used. And it's kicking off in solitary. Well done. You've just earned yourself some more solitary. Did you really think about that? Probably not. Probably not. But there are instigators here. Maybe we should put solitary in these. We should put some toilets in these solitary areas. What have they got for needs? Let's have a quick look for the needs. There is some bladder need there, as you would expect, but not a massive amount. A lot less than I'd thought. I would have thought anyway. So anyway, first tunnel. Yeah, interesting. Didn't expect to... They're all crowded around. I'm guessing they have been nicking something, or more likely they've been in the workshop. Doesn't say, no reform history. Okay, we'll know when they go through here. Yeah, looks like it might not have been nicking something. Anyway, so we need to produce these license plates. Currently no one passed as far as I'm aware because we've only been doing it a little while. Workshop safety induction. 1 interested, 4 finished with 0% pass rate. Yeah, too much violence and too much suppression, isn't it really? Good grief, look at the amount of prisoners. It's proper horrible in here. It really is. There's only one light in the entire area by the look of it. Let's place some more lights in. There's only one light. There's no amenities whatsoever, and there's shotgun caps all over the floor as well as dirt and grime. Yeah, that's a fairly place. It is the cooler. It really is. Anyway. At least we got some lights in the yard and shower, so we got that going for us. So we are losing money per day, which is not good. 317 or minus 317 per day. We can try and improve that by turning off some of this. Guard taser certification we are actually going to turn on because we need to get those guards with tasers. It's important that we do that. Foundation education is 1 interested and running. That's 300 a session. I'm going to turn it off. There's no point. We're losing far too much money for the one person that's doing it. Parole hearing is fine. Spiritual guidance is perfectly fine. I guess it's just the workshop safety 1 interested, so we'll keep that going because we are really trying to get that license place there. You need 10 prisoners past foundation education course. Well, if there's only one person doing it, then we're going to get nowhere near that. Only another 5 hours until we have... Yeah, only another 5 hours until this warning criminal negligence stuff is finished. What I'm going to do in the meantime is go over to quick build and cloning, and we're going to start to clone some of this. That's insufficient funds. That is not. Okay. And we're just going to get some more prisoners, basically. That's all we're doing here. We have got a bit of shop intake. We'll get our cut towards the end of the night as well. So yeah, I wasn't gonna increase the size of this just yet. I was trying to focus on the workshop and then get some flooring in, because we are close to the we're close to ending the building side of it and move on to the management side of it. I know that goes hand in hand a lot of the time, but the way we tend to do things, as you know, is tend to build a lot of it first and then might get prisoners and then do the sort of management, soft skills side of it. But yeah, we'll get some prisoners in here. I'll give some more funds. That daily cash flow, although it's minus 117, it's only going to be running for a little bit of time anyway, because at the moment we're serving 3 high quantity, high variety meals. So it's not as if that's going to be a permanent thing. That'll change to low quantity, low variety. It looks like the meals have been dispensed. And there's still quite a big hygiene and exercise need there, but food you can see is pretty much 0. Apparently there's a tunnel there. If that was real, then we'd be in big trouble. So I'm not really too worried about that. The hygiene exercise need is of some concern. I don't know why we have that need. I don't think I want to do a shakedown. I don't think so. I wonder if, actually, as well, there's any more traits that we found out about. Not at the moment. However, I am going to activate Jeffrey Wilson with a 36% coverage. Even though it's late at night, the chances are that nobody's going to be too bothered about that. And we'll see what sort of... Yeah. So they're being targeted. We knew about that anyway. And looks like there's some traits that have been shared, but I'm still not seeing anything that's a big problem. You can also see that these people here have got a baton on them as well. Don't know how they managed to nick that. There's some shop sales for us. We're going to deactivate those. There we go. And unpause it there. The problem at the moment is that we are losing money. Oh, sorry, we don't have enough money. I'm going to sell some shares, 10% of the shares, which gives us enough to probably continue building in and on here. And we are going to get one more person in, and while I can... doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I was going to go for legal prep, but quite frankly, for 50 grand, I don't think we're going to bother. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a great thing to do, does it? But at least we've got through the day, which I did not expect. I really didn't. Okay, so over to quick build and cloning. And we'll just continue cloning along like so, and we'll get in all the prisoners that we can, and we'll do the last section there like so, and that should... Darn it! Well, that's really annoying. And rooms and walls. Failed at the last hurdle there. So back to that. And there we go. That should be all of those cells. Obviously nowhere near enough time to build them all, but even if we get even a quarter of what we've just placed done, then that'll be okay. In fact, what I'm going to do is prioritize those 6 there. So we got at least 10 prisoners arriving next day. Minimum. So that's fine. That's fine. Right, we will leave it there. It's kicking off again. Luckily, we have a lot of guards in and around the area. And also... Oh, is that the legendary prisoner who is not stopping? Well, they did after about 4 guards started batting them. There's a shotgun there that's just been... I guess an armed guard has had that forcibly relieved from their person, shall we say. So yeah. Anyway, leaving it there. Next episode, we'll see what prisoners we get. We want to start focusing on getting this... Well, we are focusing already on that inmate nutritional research, but we need to get that done. And then see what next grants we have. I don't think there's really many grants that we can get now, and not much money really that we need anyway. We do need to finish the workshop. We do need to put all of the flooring in, and there's a lot of little extra bits and stuff that we can do. But the bulk of the prison is now built, especially with this extra... I wouldn't call it a wing, but the far side of the cell block is now planned and will be built shortly. So we will see how we get on. As always, if you haven't enjoyed the video, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.